by preparing the sauce, which is actually my favorite part of this dish. You will need peppers. I usually use a combination of red and yellow bell peppers, tomatoes, onion, and some oil. Here I have grapeseed oil. And finally, salt and pepper for seasoning. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Place peppers on a baking tray and roast for 40 to 45 minutes. The peppers are ready when they become soft and their skin is wrinkly. Place peppers in a bowl and cover with saran wrap. Since the peppers are still hot, they will continue steaming with swift. You want to let them sit like this for about an hour. Meanwhile, roughly dice the onion. Since we're going to blend our sauce, there is no need to cut it all nicely. Then you want to peel the tomatoes and dice them as well. After cooling for an hour, take your bell peppers and remove the skin. It should come off pretty easily. When you're done, go ahead and cut them as well. So now that we have everything prepped for the sauce, let's heat a little bit of oil in a large pot and saute the onion for 4 to 5 minutes until it becomes translucent. Next, add the pepper and cook for another couple of minutes. Finally, add the tomatoes and stir everything well. Season with salt and pepper to taste and let the mixture cook for another 5 to 7 minutes until the sauce thickens up. Place the veggies in a blender. Today I'm using my Vitamix, but you can also use a hand blender for this. Blend until smooth. I must admit I love this sauce so much that I started doubling the recipe because I could never get enough. Now if you turned off your oven, preheat it to 350 degrees again. Next we're going to slice our vegetables. I like using zucchini, eggplants, and tomatoes. When you buy them, try to make sure that they are similar in size. We're slicing them in circles and you want them to have the same diameter. As always, check out my website preplunch.com for exact measurements and directions for this recipe. Once you're done slicing the vegetables, get a casserole or a baking dish. This is the one I'm using today. It's about 9 inches in diameter. Pour all of the sauce into the casserole and spread it with a spoon. Now the fun part begins. Take your sliced vegetables and start arranging them along the outer edge of the dish. You want to alternate them so you get this cool pattern. When you're done, this is what your casserole should look like. The last step is to prepare the herbal seasoning that will go on top. You will need some oil, garlic, fresh herbs, I'm using dill and parsley, salt and pepper. You want to combine all of the ingredients in a bowl and mix it all together. When you're done, pour the seasoning on top of the sliced vegetables. My casserole comes with the lid, so I'm going to use it to cover the dish. If you don't have a lid, you can also cut out a piece of parchment paper and use it to cover the vegetables. Let's now bake our casserole for about an hour. And this is what the ratatouille looks like when it's done. Extremely flavorful, extremely delicious, and comforting. I actually like to add some more fresh herbs on top since the ones that are cooked lose quite a bit of color. When serving the dish, make sure to add a generous amount of sauce to each plate. Like I said, ratatouille is generally served as a side dish or an appetizer. This recipe will give you 4 servings, although I have to be honest,